time trying to get this stream to work. I'm going slightly crazy right now. I'm losing my mind. So I hope to God this works. We have 1 minute left of the Ismagulov fight. I've literally been trying this for longer than 15 minutes. I mean, the fight's 15 minutes. We got a minute left, and I've been probably trying to get this going for 5 minutes before the fight. It's been very annoying. A lot of technical difficulties. I think this is finally going to work. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. YouTube's just absolutely taking a massive dump right now. So I hope to God this works. I hope everything's going through. But if you guys did not listen to my podcast or any of my other videos this week, I'm gonna be doing a challenge tonight for this particular card. I'm starting the night off with $1. That $1 starts with the Ismagulov and Alves fight. I have $1 on Ismagulov moneyline, and it's looking a little shaky right now. I think Ismagulov should win. I haven't really been paying attention to this last round. He's kind of taking a beating right now, and he's bleeding. Alves has made him bleed, but I don't know. I hope Ismagulov is winning because I have $1 on him. I had an odds boost. He was like minus 560 to start. Put an odds boost on him and put him like the minus 250-ish. And I put $1, so it was like to win 34 cents, $1.34. So I hope this paid off because I've been trying to get this flipping stream going for like 20 minutes now. 4th time trying. Hopefully this works. If somebody is in the chat, can you let me know that it's going through, because I want to make sure it is going through on the other end, because I don't want to waste another 5-10 minutes of it not going through and me thinking it is. I think it is working though. But we're gonna see how this Ismagulov fight played out. This one made me really nervous. For the rules though, I'll explain the rules for this the challenge that I'm doing if I can find the thing. So pretty much I get 3 attempts of redemption. Those in the main card, those redemption attempts are pretty much so in case I don't lose my $1 right away. For example, I bet on Ismagulov and that's looking a little bit shaky. So maybe if I lose my $1 right here, that's where I'd get one of those redemption attempts. That's just in case I lose my $1 early, so it just kind of, I have at least some money for the rest of the video, so I don't lose my money right away. And then I get 2 skips for the fights. We have 12 total fights, so that means I have to bet on at least 10. If I have the money for it by the end of the night, I have to bet on at least 10 fights. So I get 2 skips throughout the 12 fights, and I cannot withdraw my money until the end of the night's over. If I have my money, if I have money going into the main event, I cannot withdraw it until the end of the night. So that's the challenge for I guess the video I'm doing. This is separate from the watch party right now. It looks like the watch party, or the stream's going through now, so I'm flipping happy. This has been taking me almost probably 30 minutes, longer than 30 minutes to get this going. So I'm glad it's working. I hope Ismagulov won because that looked really shaky. That would just be the way that this card would start, is flipping 4 attempts to get the stream going. The minus 560, biggest favorite on the card, loses me my money right away. That would suck. We'll see who won. Looks like Ismagulov 29-28. Let's go. All right, that's good. I don't have to do my skip right away. Ismagulov did win. I'm gonna go ahead and recap that for my video. That is money for me. So we got $1.34 now. Let's go. There we go, folks. First bet of the night. Won a $1.30. Of course, my camera can't stay in focus. This is great. This is great. Here we go. There we go, folks. First fight of the night. First amount of money made. Won a $1.34. We'll try to keep it rolling with this bankroll. See what we can build this into. Alrighty. There we go. Next fight up is the David Dvorak fight with the sacrificial lamb, the promotional sacrificial lamb, or the regional, dare I say, not promotional. Well, he is a sacrificial lamb for the UFC, but it'll be interesting. I don't think this fight's going to go the distance. I'm going to see what kind of bet I'm going to be placing for this fight. I wonder what this fight not to go the distance is. Actually, Dvorak is the biggest favorite on the card now. Ismagulov was up until today. The fight not to go the distance is minus 167. Wonder what the round betting for like under. I'm gonna bet this fight to go under 2.5 rounds. So hopefully this one pays off for me. I'm gonna put 34 cents on this. Nah, not 3.4. I gotta put 0.34. Twin 57. See, I don't know. That kind of makes me a little bit nervous. Or if I might. What if I just put another $1 on it? $1 to win $1.60 or $1.70? Or I wonder what Ismagulov by like knockout would be, or not Ismagulov. I'm still thinking of the last fight. Dvorak by KO. Plus 120. Is that the bet to place? We're gonna go with David Dvorak by KO. I'm putting 34 cents on it to win 75. Again, that doesn't seem really good. I'm trying to find a good bet so I can keep building this money. Get me to $100 by the Garbrandt fight. That'd be nice. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put. Yeah, we'll screw it. We're gonna get risky. We're putting $1 to win 220 on Dvorak by KO. We're riding. Scared money don't make money. I don't know about this main event. Who you guys got in this main event? If you guys are watching, they're gonna be watching the fights. Let me know who you guys got in the main event tonight. I'm curious. Or if you guys got money on this, let me know who you guys got. I hope they don't space these out. Doesn't look like they're going to. David Dvorak is ranked number 11, and this poor dude is 4-0. Just came off the regional scene and is now fighting number 11th ranked flyweight. Again, though, the flyweight division is kind of shallow. So, this guy, the guy making his UFC debut, might put up a good fight, but hopefully the Dvorak by KO works, because I'm going for that plus 120 odds. And again, also, if you guys did not see my betting video, if you guys bet on these fights, I did a betting breakdown for this card. I have 3. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I have 2 plays because one of the fights got pulled due to COVID, I believe. I'll go ahead and pull. I actually got them right here, though. The parlay is Bruno Silva and the main event under Bruno Silva moneyline and the main event under 3.5 rounds. At least when I place this, you would get plus 102 odds, so that's something you could place. Bruno Silva moneyline, main event under 3.5 rounds. I apologize. I think that's a pretty solid bet. Plus 102 odds. I don't know what they'd be now. If anybody wants to pull up the or say something about if they have questions about the odds, I can answer them. Then I have a Ricardo Ramos moneyline plus 100. I don't know if the lines have moved again. This is just what I had when I placed these. My other one was Raulian Paiva at plus 120 odds. That one didn't work though because Paiva again fight got pulled due to COVID-19 protocol. So those are my 3 bets tonight. And then I also have my mega parlay. One leg already went, but you could replace. That's not it. You could replace Damir Ismagulov with this next fight with David Dvorak. I think that would be a pretty safe bet. You could do David Dvorak, the Vendera top of fight not to go the distance, Bruno Silva moneyline, and the main event not to go the distance. You should get very similar odds. Let me go ahead. Let me hide this so you can at least see the full dealio right there. I put $15, win 25.59, so 40.39 in total. I feel pretty confident about that. I mean, the riskiest leg is minus 305. I feel like you got a pretty good probability of winning money off that. So I'm really liking my odds there. But let me go ahead and pop this back on. That's not it. That one's it. Go ahead and hide that. Hopefully this next fight comes on here very soon. I hope they don't try to space these out, pull some Triller stuff, having some concerts and crap in between. Let me see what the lines are though on this next fight. We'll go ahead and pull those up. I might as well just switch that over so we can take a live look at some of these lines and scope out some potential plays later on in the night, because I'm trying to build this dollar into something. Turn this dollar into flipping. If I somehow make like, I'd be happy with like $20 would be cool if I made $20 off a dollar, but if I made $100 or something, that'd be really nice. Really nice. Let's see. That's probably not gonna happen though. I don't even think $20 would happen, to be honest. I think I'd be lucky if I made 15 or something like that off a dollar, which still is phenomenal. But I'm not expecting to win anything crazy unless I start betting like underdogs and like some crazy odds and prop betting, which we could do if you guys got some props you guys want to drop. I'd be more than willing to get my feet wet with the props. Let's see. Pod number 2. Here we go. Next fight, we got Renderos and Dvorak. Again, I went with Dvorak by KO. I don't know much about either two of these guys in this next fight. It looks like Culiabo is a pretty decent favorite. I don't know much about either one, though. I don't know what I'm going to do for this one, so we might as well do some research. I don't know. I'm going to go with my gut on these. Bruno Silva, obviously I got Bruno Silva there. This fight's really close. I'm kind of leaning towards McGee, but I really don't know. I don't know if you guys got money on any of these fights. Let me know who you guys got as well. I'm curious. But let me see. If I did the Dvorak just for you guys that are wanting to do that parlay that I showed you, that 4-legger. Let's see what it'd be if we threw Dvorak in. You guys gotta be quick though, because this fight's about to start. They're doing the tail of the tape right now, and my computer loads. There we go. I was gonna say a fight might start. How my flipping computer loads? I want to get these odds. No. Let me go back. Where is the main event? Introducing first. Fighting. All right. And as always, folks, we're going to be saying a quick prayer to Frank Fertitta, Lorenzo Fertitta, Dana White, the Holy Trinity of MMA. I'm really hoping that they come through, give me some luck so we can win some money tonight. I was offering up some prayers last weekend. Didn't go too well for me. Only won one of my 4 predictions, I guess. If you were to do this parlay that I said, which is you'd get the exact same odds as the other parlay I showed you. The other parlay was plus 169, and this one as well is plus 169. You guys can't see that though because my ugly face. If I could take my camera off, there you go. There's that, and then there is. Yeah, that's that, and then let me get my camera back on. So if you guys place that like really fast, you'd get same plus 169 odds as the other parlay. So you could go ahead and place that. That's worth a shot. You'd make the same amount of money as me. Put 15 to win like $40-some. That's worth a shot. But here we go. First round, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Dvorak, Ronderos. I need that Dvorak KO. Give it to me for the Monies. And then I'm going to go ahead and update my video as well so you guys can, or so at least on that I'm updated. I'm not going to lose track of anything. Let me pull up my bet too. Oh, Dvorak got tagged. Alrighty, we have the Dvorak-Ronderos fight up right now. As you can see, I got money on Dvorak by KO. If I win this, I should be looking at like $2.55. So hopefully that goes through and I will be up on money, and then I can start breaking up my bets so I'm not putting my full amount of money on these. But yeah, hopefully this Dvorak KO goes through and we keep the money rolling. Gotta charge my camera too, folks. I can't have my camera dying. Can't have my camera dying. It's way too early in the night for that to be happening. So hopefully, Dvorak KO? Oh. I need that Dvorak KO. Oh, he's shooting. He's sprawled. If Ronderos won, I would probably cry. No, don't take his back. That's lame. No, don't take his back. Boo. Boo. Don't submit him. Boo. Oh, he's done. He's toast. If he gets that arm free, he's toast. He's got to hold on to that arm for his dear life. Ah, what? Dude, Dvorak KO was like plus 500. That could have been the one that got me closer to the $20. Ah, that sucks. Wow, and I don't have to flip another battery. I gotta grab my other battery. Oh, snap. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of back and forth going on. Dangerous, David Dvorak, dangerous. I gotta get my battery charged. That's what we gonna get. we're saying screw it. We're going with the 2-bar battery. We're gonna charge the other one. Tapped him with one arm. Boo, David Dvorak with submission. That was like plus 500 some odds. I had TKO that looked like the most likely one. Lost my first bet of the night. That sucks. Thank God, though, that was not one of my official bets. I obviously would stay away. I don't do too many prop bets, but I might start getting to those. There's definitely some prop bets that you could call, especially like, I don't know, if you know someone that's got like a really good submission game, you could always bet this. I don't know. We'll dabble into prop bets at some point in time, but Frank, Lorenzo, Dana, failing me so far. I put the flag on. I think maybe the flag's the bad luck. I wore the flag the whole flipping card last weekend, and I lost every single fight. And I pull out the flag for this fight, and I lose. Maybe this is cursed. I don't know. I'm going to keep it on me for one more fight, and if I lose, then I'm going to be very upset. First bet lost, though, so we might as well look into this next one. Let's look into this next one. I'll go ahead and throw that in the video, too. I feel like that's definitely like a curse. I'm starting to think that maybe this flipping flag is cursed. Every time I put this on, I say my prayer to Frank, Lorenzo, and Dana, I never win any money. I lost all my bets last week, and I wore this the whole entire card. I didn't wear this until this fight, and I lost my money. I'm going to see. I'm going to hold on to it for this next fight, and if I lose this next bet, then maybe this flipping flag's cursed, and I got to flip and burn it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to keep it on. We're going to roll with it for now. But we got to start doing some research for this next fight. I got to see who to bet on for this next one. Who do we got on deck? Kulabo and Yilan Shah. Boo. Chokes are for weenies. Jiu-jitsu's for weenies. Boo. Alright, let's see. This Shao Yilong and Kulabo fight might be interesting, actually. They got Kulabo as a massive favorite. Kulabo, but Yilong Shah has a lot more experience. Let's see. And he's flipping shredded. Jesus Christ. Did he fight in the UFC at one point? I thought I saw pictures of him weighing in. Doesn't look like it. Has he beat anybody of note that catches my eye? Alexei Oleinik. There's no way that's it. That's a different Alexei Oleinik. I was about to say, I got to switch this over just so you guys can see this. I was like, dude fought Alexei Oleinik? Different Alexei Oleinik, though. We got to see. That's kind of funny, though. I wonder how many Alexei Oleiniks there are. Who do I want? I'm not going to lie, though. He looks like he finishes a lot of fights. He lost to Zhu Rong, though, and Zhu Rong wronged me on the last time I bet on him. I might be going with Kulabo, just because he's got a lot of finishes, but when it comes to people that I know, he loses. The only person I knew was Zhu Rong, and he hasn't fought anybody in the UFC. It's his first fight in the UFC versus Josh Kulabo, who I guess has one fight in the UFC and lost that fight. He's 8-1-1. Went to a draw with Charles Jourdain. That's actually impressive because Charles Jourdain's pretty tough. I might just go with Kulabo, but I don't know what a good prop would be for Kulabo. Maybe this fight not to go the distance because both these guys both have a decent amount of finishes between the two. I mean, if you look, lost ground and pound, one KO, one KO, decision, KO, ground and pound, decision, KO. I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough one. I don't know who to bet on this. Anybody have some any advice on this? Because I really don't know who to bet on. I mean, there's a finish, decision, finish, decision, or finish. I don't know what that is. I really don't know. Let me see what the fight not to go the distance. What are the odds on that not to go the distance? What are we looking at? Kulabo actually lost 10 on his odds. He was 250 at one point, I believe. Really wondering where some of my regulars are, where Harish and Sylvia are. I was expecting them to drop in at some point. Let's see. This fight not to go the distance plus 115. Do we get ballsy? I don't know. This is a little bit nervous because there's no reason to put money on Culiabo. I could put an odds boost on him, but I don't want to use my odds boost all the way, like in the third fight of the night. This is tough. This is tough. I say we just put 34 cents on Culiabo, and we're gonna have to do the odds boost. I know that sucks, but there's just too many like massive odds fights. There's like really big odds, or they're just super close, and I'm gonna have to use the odds boost on some of these massive ones. So I got 34 cents technically to play with still. I'm still alive. So if I lose this 34 cents, then I get to use one of my redemptions. So I really hope that I don't lose my 34 cents here. That would not be desirable. Need 0.34. Gotta keep the video rolling. So on DraftKings, I had 2 odds boosts for tonight, and I'm already on the Culiabo fight, and I'm already using my second flipping odds boost. I haven't placed it yet, but these lines, it's either like they're really close or they're just massive favorites, and it's really hard to call. Like either I'm gonna have to go with like props, or I'm just gonna have to pick these people money line and just like not make a lot of money. So it's making me a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I think I'm gonna do the Josh Culiabo money line. If I use my odds boost, it takes him from minus 240 to minus 120. And I'm gonna put my 34 cents on there. I have my 34 cents left. So technically, I'm still alive with this 34 cents. Hopefully, I don't have to use one of my redemptions, because if this one loses, I'm gonna have to use a redemption to take another $1 out. And so hopefully, I don't have to. I don't want to break my bank using $3 tonight. But yeah, right now it's the third fight of the night, and I've already used 2 of my odds boost. Tiquinho Mendez. They just showed Cody knocking out Tiquinho. I like Tiquinho. ADCC's legend. That sucks. I forgot Tiquinho fought in UFC. If Cody Garbrandt can come out tonight and fight the way that he used to fight, like if he fights the way he fought against Dominic Cruz, like I feel like he could beat a vast majority of bantamweights right now. And he says he can make flyweight and maybe beat a vast majority of flyweights. That fight was sweet, but again, I think Garbrandt's really fast, and the round was winding down. I think Sunsao was just like, oh yeah, we'll just do a few things here to close the round out, and Garbrandt just so fast and just caught him off guard. And Sunsao, I think, is definitely probably declining. I mean, Sunsao's decently old. Let's see how old Rafael Sunsao is. Let's see. I'm gonna switch back to my face after this. Let's see how old is Rafael Sunsao. Garbrandt's fairly young. He's like, what, 30? 29? Dang, he's not even 30 yet. That's crazy. He's not even, pretty much about to crack into his physical prime. Rafael Sunsao, how old is Sunsao? He's tough, but I think his better day is definitely behind him. 38, yeah. And he's on a flipping 3-fight losing skid. But he's been fighting killers. He beat Rob Font, though. He beat Rob Font. But you can't do MMA math like that. He's fighting Kyler Phillips. That's a tough fight, too. Kyler Phillips probably will beat him. I think Kyler Phillips is pretty underrated bantamweight. But, I don't know. It makes me nervous tonight because you can't do MMA math like that. I mean, Garbrandt smoked a Sunsao, and Sunsao beat Rob Font, but Rob Font's also beat a lot of killers. He beat Marlon Moraes, who beat Sunsao as well, or who Rob Font beat. So, I mean, Moraes lost to Rob Font, and Rob Font lost to a Sunsao, but yeah. Hold on, I'm getting myself confused now. Rob Font beat Marlon Moraes, and Marlon Moraes beat Rafael Sunsao, but Rafael Sunsao beat, I don't know. I'm doing MMA math, and it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to do some MMA math right now. I'm basically proving the fact that you can't do MMA math because this is hard. But no, I don't know who to pick in this main event. This is tough because Garbrandt, like when he's on point, and if he's gonna perform as good as he sounds like he's very composed and like he's back to the way he was against Dominic Cruz, and I think Garbrandt wins this fight. But Rob Font is no joke. He's got some serious he's got some solid boxing. He's got some power. He's got long arms, which I think translate to power. I mean, knocked out Marlon Moraes in round 1. He's decisioned a lot of other people, though. Decision Ricky Simone, pretty tough. Beat Sergio Pettis, who's pretty tough. He's the bantamweight champ over at Bellator right now. Lost to Hassan Sayal. Beat Thomas Almeida, but everybody and their moms beat Thomas Almeida in his last 4 fights. Lost to Pedro Munoz. Got guillotine. Beat Douglas Andrade de la Silva, and beat Matt Schnell. He's finished 1, 2, 3. I mean, he's finished some tough people. I gotta remember to place this bet. Holy cow! I almost forgot to place my bet because I was too busy making my video. But we got the this next bet placed. I got Culiabo money line, so I really hope to God that my party doesn't get spoiled already, and I don't have to use one of my redemption attempts this early into the night. I've already used all my flipping odds boost, so I don't want this to be the tone of the night. And as always, guys, I'm doing this just for the prelims, so once the main card starts, the stream goes off, and I'm going to be saving that pretty much just for the reaction and the whole reaction video and everything. And I guess in this case, it would be the betting challenge. But I'll have my reaction / betting challenge video hopefully out tonight. I usually have them out like right after the fights happen. I usually edit the whole video during the main card, and I try to have it out within at least an hour, no later than like an hour-ish after the fight's end. So hopefully I'll have this fight up. I was going to do an after party last weekend, but it's like where I live, by the time the fight's in, it's like 1 in the morning. And then after I get done editing all that crap, I'm really flipping tired. So it's kind of rough just to go straight into doing this for 4 hours, making another video on, like, during this, editing that video, and then getting that video up, and then doing another thing. It's just a lot, especially when you're when it's like 1 in the morning and you're really flipping tired. But we'll see what happens tonight. If these fights end, if there's a lot of finishes, I don't see this main event going the distance, so hopefully it'll probably end early, and we can maybe do it after party. But we'll see how it turns out. I don't know what that noise was. I just heard some like weird ringing noise. I don't know if that came through on my mic. It was weird. But Culiabo and I don't know his name. They're up next. Let's see. I just hope Yilan Shah and Culiabo, but it does not look like Yilan Shah was the dude's name when they showed him on there. It was like way longer, so maybe Yilan Shah is just like an abbreviated version of it. But any of you guys watch and let me know who you guys have in some of these fights, who you guys got money on, if you guys got money on anybody, who you guys got in the main event. I'm curious to see who everybody's got, so I get an idea, consensus for some of these bets of who I'm going to put my money on. Because like I said, I'm going to try to, I got to bet on at least 10 of these fights. I guess I could have used a skip. I don't know why I didn't use a skip, honestly. It says stream finished. I hope to God my stream's not finished. Let me go back to my YouTube. But I wish you guys could see what this says. This just randomly popped up right here. So I really hope that this is not, I don't think it is, because it looks like I'm still streaming, but it said stream finished. It's kind of making me a teensy bit nervous. A teensy bit. And a slew of technical difficulties tonight, I wouldn't be surprised. But let's make sure. Let's make sure we're still live. I think somebody's getting knocked out. That's getting guaranteed. Ron Font's already in second place, tied with Eddie Wineland for most knockouts in bantamweight history. That's kind of crazy. It's only 7, though. Cody's got 4. That's kind of crazy that Eddie Wineland and Rob Font are tied for 2. It's not 2 people I'd expect to be tied for the most knockouts in bantamweight history. Here we go. Yeah, that's not Yilan Shah, unless he's got Yilan Shah in his first name. Or I don't know enough about this guy. Maybe he's got a crazy name. Why is my stream audio coming through? There we go. There we go. What was his name? Little head movement. That's what he look like. If you guys are watching along too, they're showing the preview for this next upcoming fight. Is this not Yelan Shah? I'm confused. Does anybody know what's going on right now? Kulabao. Oh, it's Shailan. They just kept calling him Nordenbeck, so I didn't know. Shailan. Okay, so that makes more sense now. I was a little bit confused. But I got Kuliabo, or I already forgot how to pronounce his name, money line. Put 34 cents on him. The odds boost. Hopefully we win some Guala. I should have just bet that last fight not to go the distance. I don't know why I didn't. That was so dumb. That was so flippin' dumb. Oh, that's what that's what I got. I just gotta start going with my gut, cause that's what my gut was telling me. I'm really surprised there's no one else flipping talking in the chat. This kind of sucks. If anybody's watching, share your thoughts. I'm curious, cause last weekend it was popping. It was fun. I could talk back and forth with everybody, and get a good conversation going. It helps time go by faster. If nobody's talking, it makes it very boring. So if you guys have any opinions, thoughts on these fights, or anything, it doesn't have to be fighting related at this point. Talk to me, ask me questions. I don't care. We talk about bets, talk about fights, talk about flipping what brand of water I'm drinking. Am I a Dunkin' guy or am I a Krispy Kreme guy? I don't think Krispy Kremes, they have any of those around anymore. At least where I live, I haven't seen one. I really don't know what I am, if I'm a Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme guy. TBH, I don't know. Land Rover just driving through a creek. I don't think too many people drive their Land Rovers through a creek. I'm getting like the commercial I just got was like a British or a UK commercial, because it was some dude with a obvious British accent, I'm guessing, and when they broke down the pricing of the car, it was in whatever pounds or whatever. Am I doing any tournaments soon? No, they have a IBJJF Indianapolis next weekend, but I didn't get signed up in time because I had a cutoff for the amount of people. But no, I'm not doing any tournaments anytime soon, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get another one in, or get one in by the end of the year, but we shall see. We shall see. I was doing like 2 tournaments a year. Well, I did 2, I guess, my first year. I did 1 last year, but last year kind of sucked because the only one I could really get into was for whatever, like the end of the year is like October, and then they didn't have any other closer ones. So that kind of sucked, but no, I don't know. Hopefully get 1 or 2 in by the end of the year. Who are you most excited to see fight? I don't know. Probably the main event, honestly, just because I like Garbrandt. Out of all the fighters, I mean, he's probably the one I care most to see, or one I like the most. I gotta look at the fight card again, though, to get an idea of who else fighting. I would like to see the Hermanson fight as well. That's a good fight. Probably the Hermanson or the main event, though. I'm trying to see if I can get this to pull up. Kuliabo's getting his mouthpiece in right now, so if you guys are watching the fights along, I don't know if you guys are going to be ahead, behind. Hopefully there's no spoilers. I don't spoil anything for you. Let's see. There's Shailan La Nuderembake. I can't. It's quite the tongue twister. 13 first round finishes. Making his UC debut, though. Let me see. Why is this not loading? Can't get the fight card to load. There we go. Barnett going to break. I don't know. I see he's got some moves. If he gets the win, I guarantee you'll see him move around. Dude, that dude can move for a heavyweight. I don't know. He's definitely every bit at 265, or if not, he's very close to 265. Josh Kulabao. Give me the money, it's Kulabao. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really many. I want to see Ricardo Ramos win, obviously. Lions are actually moving a little bit away from it. I got him at plus 100. He's plus 105 now. Lions are moving a little bit too for the Hermanson fight, a little bit closer towards Shabazian, I guess, in Shabazian's favor. I don't think any other fights move The Silva fight moved a little bit because I don't know why, but the lines are moving a little bit closer towards Rodriguez's favor, but still he's minus 375. It's a pretty decent favorite. Tafa fight's getting a little bit closer as well. Actually, no, I think the Tafa fight is actually, I think he was like minus 190. Now he's minus 200. Rob Font's become the favorite. It was a pick'em fight, minus 110 for the Font Garbrandt fight, but that's now Garbrandt's the underdog, so you might get a decent value. I wonder if the lines have moved on the fight to go the distance or not. Herb Dean fight's about to start. They're showing the round card right now, so hopefully I don't spoil anything for you guys. If I am ahead, I guess maybe mute the odd. Oh yeah, the lines are moving now for the fight not to go the distance. I think moving more towards a favorite, more favorable odds or more likely odds, I guess. Looks like it's 450 in the first round. A lot of feigning going on. Cuiabo throws the first strike, a little leg kick. It's a lot of movement going on from Nurdimbake. Got to be careful though. I feel like Nurdimbake is like one of those people that's just going to move around and try to explode a lot in the first round, and then he's going to probably gas as the fight goes on. I really hope this Cuiabo money line pays off, because if not, I'm going to be very, very upset. I'm going to be already on my first redemption in the fourth fight, so that would not be fun. Nurdimbak's back is massive though. He's jacked. That dude is shredded. Oh my god. Wow, that was good. That was good takedown defense by Cuiabo. Or Cuiabo. Gotta get that pronunciation down. Cuiabo. And he's got to be careful too, because that kind of work will wear you out. Lifting somebody up like that, trying to take him down, you can't muscle somebody to the ground, especially when you're working that hard. People ask me if it's gonna be a big weekend for making money. I said hopefully. I don't know. Can't guarantee. I mean, I'm putting money on it, so hopefully we win money, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I feel like he's using a lot of energy trying to take him to the ground. He's just like, and Cuiabo is getting up every single time. He's really trying to get him to the ground. It's a nice little trip attempt, but Cuiabo is keen to all this. He's close to taking his back though. Nurdimbake is close to taking his back, but it looks like Cuiabo is defending properly. He shouldn't have sat down on his butt though. He should try to turn into him, turn his hips into him. Kimura, you gotta turn, cause you're gonna get that hook in. Ah, you might get that. Oh, he should have turned his hips while he could. Now he's kind of getting out of position. Oh, he's back up. See, this has got to be tiring if you're Nurdimbake. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like he's one of those people that might gas after an explosive first round, or trying to explode in the first round, trying to close the fight. And this has got to be tiring too if you're Nurdimbake, because you're trying to control him up against the fence, keep him in place, because obviously Cuiabo is trying to the whole time get out of position, and having to pin somebody up against the fence and hold him in position, squeeze him in position, that's definitely tiring. And then when you've been trying to take him down time after time, trying to lift him up, it can be very tiring. It'll be interesting to see, because this fight looks like it's probably going to play out like this for the first round, so it'll be interesting to see how the second round starts. I mean, they're moving, but they're not doing much up against the fence. It's not a... Oh, now Nurdimbake's got Cuiabo's back somewhat. Cuiabo's defending well. But Nurdimbake's on him like a leech. He's going for a Kimura. Another slam. See, he's doing these big movements trying to get him to the ground, and Cuiabo's getting up every single time. This has got to be tiring. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You can't stand them up because they are working, or you can't separate them because they are working, but it's not a lot of action. Now they separated. Cuiabao should be the fresher guy. He's tagging him. 1-2. Clipped him. Oh, he clipped him again. Let's go, Culibao. Give me the monies. Little first round finish. But Nerdenbach is flipping jacked. He's massive. We're at 15 seconds in the first round. Yeah, I think that's Nerdenbach does get a little bit wild on the feet. That's probably why he does have a lot of first round knockouts, because he probably blitzes people, but he's also facing lesser comp. But you can't be swinging wild in the UFC because you'll get pieced up. And you saw that 1-2, and then that counter right caught him right there after that break. First round's over though. Hopefully, I don't know who you give that first round to. I guess, I don't know. Culibao touched him up, but for the most part, I mean, I don't know if you even give those as takedowns for. I mean, I guess they do count as takedowns if you're. He maybe got 1 or 2 takedowns for Nerdenbach, but he didn't really do much with the takedowns. Takedowns don't mean anything if you don't do anything with it, especially if your opponent's getting up every single time. So I don't know how you score that round, to be honest. I'm interested when they show the tweets of the people for the next round. Like when they have the next round start, they show the tweets. I'm interested to see how everyone else has this fight playing out. Let's see what the live lines are for this. It's a nice thing about having the computer up too, so I can see what the lines are as the fight moves or as the fight goes. So we can get a live betting analysis, I guess. Kulabo's moves to -315 now, so he was -240. It's kind of surprising they made him more of a favorite, so maybe he won that first round. Be interesting to see. Looks like they're back. Fight is on. Second round just started. See if Kulabo can keep him at distance, or if Shailong Nerdenbach is going to. Oh, he clipped him again. Kulabo clipped him again. It's gonna be a hug fest up against the fence, and it looks like Nerdenbach is reacting to a lot of the feints that Kulabo is throwing. Like he'll do like little stutter steps and like fake, I guess feints is essentially what it is, and he's biting on them, you can see. And that can be tiring too mentally. It's what GSP talked about, the mental fatigue of your nervous system. All these feints, wondering what's going to come, when something's going to come with all these feints. 10-9 Culibao, that's what somebody just said. I don't know, I think it's hard to call. I agree with that, I guess, because I want Culibao to win. But talking about, someone else has 10-9 Nerdenbach, so yeah, I really don't know how you score this first round. Another person 10-9 Nerdenbach. But Culibao is the favorite right now, -325 now, so that's interesting if they have him as -325, but he's, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how you score that first round. I don't know. What do you guys think? But it's just a lot of movement from Nerdenbach. Yeah, the movement plus the feints from Culibao is working, but Nerdenbach is moving a lot too, but he's not doing much with it. He's just moving. And it's a lot of upper body movement. Like side to side kind of stuff. It's more like abdominal strength. Uh-oh. Ah. A potential guillotine there, a little necktie or something. And Nerdenbach has got him back up against the fence. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in the second round. Culibao is 6 of 7 on takedown defense. Yeah, that's what the thing is. I don't understand what you could give the first round to, because Nerdenbach took him down 1 time out of 7 attempts. And then every time they were on the feet, it looked like Culibao was tagging him. Although Nerdenbach had more control time, it didn't do much of the control, so that's where I'm like nervous. Culibao was tagging him up though on the feet. That'd be a bad UFC commentator though. I'm too biased. I don't think they'd let me put money on these fights or something. Culibao is doing a good job moving, getting out of the way of these takedowns. He's starting to taunt him too, which looks good in the eyes of the judges. Looks like you're ahead, I guess, in terms of like a octagon control standpoint, which is a way of how they score the fights. Octagon control, or something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly what it is. They show it before like every single fight starts. Let's see what Culibao's minus 335 now. Lines keep moving on him. Second round, we got a minute and 20 seconds. Ooh, Culibao tagged him again. Those 1-2s from Culibao. That right hand is fast. He just peppers him with that jab and then comes across that right hand. Culibao is outstriking him. God, he's good at the counter striking is what it is. He's catching him because he overextends. He's getting too wild. Now he's starting to get that nose busted up, and now he's starting to get this range and his timing. Culibao is doing a good job. He knows when Nurdenbake is going to throw because Nurdenbake starts moving a lot more. And he's got that range down. You can tell he's got the range down. That's what all that movement is. That movement, that shifting away. Another takedown attempt. He's got another Kimura locked up potentially. Maybe drop some elbows on his head right there. I'd drop an elbow, dude. Looks like Culibao's going to stuff this takedown. Maybe not, actually. Could get a power single, but not with defense like that. With 10 seconds, you don't want to burst that kind of energy for a takedown that means nothing with 10 seconds. That would be dumb. Oh, Culibao turning the tables on him. Wow. I think Culibao won that round. I think you could... If I'm being biased, I think Nurdenbake is going to come... I'm being a little bit biased, but I think Nurdenbake might have to come out and finish him in this next round because Culibao's starting to take over. I mean, he turned the tables on him and reversed the takedown. Almost took his back there. If there was potentially time left, he might have done something with that. I don't know. So far, it's looking good, though, for Culibao. He's minus 770 now, so it's looking pretty good. So hopefully, I'm not going to have to use this redemption. And hopefully, this isn't cursed. I say that, I may have just jinxed myself. Because the whole thing was I was nervous about wearing this for this fight. Because it may be cursed, but we'll see. We'll see. Got my, I thought it was the Snoop Dogg stuff. Because the Snoop Dogg has his own wine, and it's called 19 Crimes. And this one, I was trying to find it, and there's a picture of Snoop Dogg on it. And this obviously is not Snoop Dogg, but it's the same wine. So I don't know if this is actually the Snoop Dogg wine or if that's the company, and Snoop Dogg just has his own partnership. But let's look that up, actually. Well, this fight's about to start. I'll look it up after the end of this fight. Culibao tagging him early, 450 in the third round. All these feints too gotta be because your reaction time gets slower the more he throws these feints, and he's just picking them apart, throwing a jab, low calf kick, just picking his shots, finding his openings. They got it 2018 Culibao, 1919. I could see 1919, but I think Culibao. They got a lot. Both people got it 1919, but it's saying wouldn't argue 2018 Culibao. That's where I'm saying I think it's 2018 Culibao, but I'm also biased because I got money on him. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I apologize for the squeaky chair too. That's probably annoying. Let me see if I can. There we go. And the thing is, I don't think Nurdenbake has much except for trying to take him down and then big blitzing overhands. He didn't have much other than that. That's all he's doing. It's just big blitzing overhands and then power takedown, which is not working. He's not mixing anything up. He's not mixing his hands with his takedowns. He's not using his hands to set up his takedowns or anything like that. He's just throwing hands. And when the hands don't work, it goes for the takedown. Versus someone like Culibao who's moving, he's feinting, jabs him, kicks the calves, 1-2. He's stuffing the takedowns. He's just tagging him up. It's just that's the difference. Culibao, I mean, he's lost his first fight in the UFC, went to a draw with Charles Jourdain, who's a tough dude, and versus someone like Nurdenbake, who, like I said, has more experience, but the UFC experience I think is shown because he's fought better fighters probably than Nurdenbake, because it looks like right now Culibao is way more skilled than Nurdenbake in terms of how he's moving, how he's putting everything together. It just doesn't look like Nurdenbake has much more than the power overhands and the power takedown. It's just a lot of explosive power is what it looks like. And now you can see he's starting to wear it on his face. He's getting tagged up. He's getting bloodied. Which is funny, too, because if people that don't know a lot about martial arts or anything like that, they would see this fight and be like, oh, yeah, dude in the white shorts is definitely going to knock him out, because Culibao just looks like some flabby, skinny dude. Versus you got Nurdenbake, who's like built like a flipping Greek god. But that's martial arts for you. Going for the takedown again. Probably going to get stuffed. I wonder what the live stats are on this. Let me see if I can pull those up so I can get some takedown live stat updates on the takedowns and everything. Because he's only gotten him down once, I think. Because that was in the second round that popped up, and he hasn't taken him back down since. Little shoulder strike, though. Got him again down right there, though. That's 2. I don't know. I'll look after this fight. Get some live stats for the next one. I'm going to watch this because this is interesting. But the thing is, though, even with this that Nurdenbake is doing, what is he doing? He's not threatening anything. He's just holding him. He's controlling him. Culibao is putting Nurdenbake in way more threatening situations, I guess. He's blooding him up. He's tagging him up on the feet. Every time these exchanges happen, he gets him down 1 out of every 6 attempts. Nurdenbake has landed a total of 17 significant strikes to, I can't even do the math on Nurdenbake. There's that many, and I'm pretty not good at math. Looks like Culibao's got, he keeps going for that. He might have him. He keeps going for it. Oh, he's tagging him up. Culibao's tagging him up. I think Culibao's got this in the bag. Unless Nurdenbake pulls some magic out, I think Culibao's got this in the bag. So we're keeping it rolling. So far, we are, what are we? 1 or 2-1 on the third fight. I think we're on the third fight, I believe, on the bets. Not too bad. We're keeping it rolling. We're still live on our first redemption. I kind of was hoping to maybe get a redemption in just in case, so I'm not going into the main card with like $1.34. That would not be cool, but we'll see. Every time he goes for that takedown, though, he's leaving his neck wide open to get guillotined. Yeah, I think Culibao's got that in the bag. Nurdenbake didn't want any part of the celebration lap with Culibao. I think Culibao had that in the bag. Nurdenbake just didn't look like he had much more than the power overhands and the takedowns. I mean, if he mixed those up a little bit better, maybe threw some more kicks in there, it could have worked, but I just don't think he didn't mix it up well enough, and that doesn't work at the highest level, especially against people that have fought in the UFC before, that have fought the best, not the best of the best, but people in the best promotion. So that's maybe the difference you saw. And again, you never know, because you have someone who's fought a majority of their career in a different promotion, so they're going to build up that experience, but it's not necessarily quality experience compared to the quality experience someone like Culibao may have had. But yeah, I think, I mean, numbers wise, 14 takedown attempts, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, he got him down twice. So he was 1 out of every 7 times he would actually get him down. That's not that good. And then 59 significant strikes for Culibao to Nurdenbake's 17. And he only, I mean, yeah, I think there's no way you could mess this decision up. Unless you had the Houston judges from last weekend. How about 29-28? Let's go. We're keeping it rolling. Culibao got the money for me. Let's go. Let's go. Keeping it rolling. Culibao gives me the money. Gotta get. I'm sorry, guys. Whoa! I just look at my. I just looked at my DraftKings thing for a split second before it logged me out, and there was like $500 in there. It said I had $500 in there, and then it went away. I have $59. Why do I have $59 in my DraftKings account? Why do I have $59 in my DraftKings account? Does anyone else see that? I thought it said 500. Why do I have 59? That is so weird. I'm very confused right now, folks. I have absolutely no idea why I have. I forgot I bet the over on a different game. That's funny. That's funny. They gave me the money already for a game that happened tomorrow. That's kind of funny. That's really funny. They gave me my money already in the game for tomorrow. It was a bet for a bet that it was like a promo thing. It was like hammer the over. It was like for the game to go over 20 points, which a basketball game is definitely going to go over 20 points. It's like the first half, the first 3 minutes of the game. And the fight doesn't, or the game didn't even happen until tomorrow, and they already gave me my money, I guess, because they just knew it was going to hit. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Let me just go ahead and withdraw that because I'm not going to risk any of that money. Go ahead and withdraw that. Now I got to update my video, folks. I got to update my video. That was weird, though. I was like, why in the world do I have $59? I would have taken it, though. I would have taken it. Here we go. Ugh. There we go. Culibao moneyline hit. I'm now working with 63 cents. And hopefully keep it rolling. And let's try to make some money. I guess I am technically down, though. I started with $1 and I'm at 63 cents. I don't know what the math is on that. I'm like, what, 37 cents, 27 cents down? Not very good, but hopefully we're going to build this up, see what I can finish the night off with. Money, money, baby. Yep. 69 or 63 cents. Let's do the math on that. How much money am I down right now? Because I started with $1 minus 63. No, that's not right. $1? No. $1 minus 63. It says 62 cents. There's no way that's right. If you take $1 minus 63, how does this make sense? 1, right there. We're gonna do this together. 1 minus. Oh wait, that makes a lot of sense. Never mind. Let me do 100. Minus 63. 37 cents. Okay. It's okay, guys. The 19 crimes are getting to me a little bit. And math, again, guys. We talked about this before. My math skills are not good. I've failed just about every single math class in I didn't fail, but I almost failed just about every single math class in high school. Same thing with college. I passed them, though. I did pass them, but I skimmed by the hair of my chinny chin, all 17 of them. So that's why you guys... That's why my math skills are not on point. Anybody else, though? I got a third person in here now, new person. If you guys are new to the stream, say what's up, let me know who you guys got tonight, who you guys got money on, anything like that. But let me see what this next fight is. See who I can, because I got to get my money. I do have 2 skips, and I bet on every single fight, so maybe I could use one of my skips in this next fight. Let me see what the next fight is. Bruno Silva, Victor Rodriguez. I might use one of my skips on this because I already got money on this. My parlay. Actually, you know what? I might bet this one not to go the distance. Let me see. Bruno Silva, where you at? Not to go the distance. I don't know if I like these odds. I think I'm going to skip on this fight, guys. I'm going to go ahead and skip this fight. Yeah, he beat JP Bays, which is pretty impressive. Bays looked really, really good on his Contender Series performance, and he pretty much worked Bays in that fight, which sucked because I had money on Bays in that fight. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna use one of my skips on this fight. I'm gonna go ahead and update the video. Alrighty, guys, I'm staying away from the Victor Rodriguez-Bruno Silva fight. I got 2 skips on the night. I'm going to use my first one on this fight simply because it's minus 375 for Silva to win, and I don't really know prop-wise what to bet on this. I have him already included Bruno Silva in one of my parlays tonight, so I'm not going to bet on him this time. I'm going to use my first skip of the night on the Bruno Silva-Victor Rodriguez fight simply because it's just too big of odds, and I don't really see myself like making money off this. Honestly, I should just put money on it just because, I mean, yeah, like it would just be money that I would be guaranteed to make. It would just be like 17 cents, but I think I'm going to stay away from it for now. Actually, you know what? The more I say that and the more I think about it, I think I am going to put money on this. Never mind. I am going to put money on this because I could use my skip for a closer fight, which would potentially be a little bit more risky. I didn't really think of it like that. I'm thinking about making money, so I'm like, there's no reason to make money off a minus 375 fight. So I was actually not going to bet on this Bruno Silva-Victor Rodriguez fight, but I decided to simply because, like, even though it's minus 375, it's like, it looks like it's guaranteed that Silva should win with those big of odds, and I think this is like guaranteed money. Even though if I put like however much money I put on this, I would be winning a couple cents in reality. So it's not like I'm going to be winning really big, but I think I'm going to go ahead and save one of my skips for one of the more closer fights, where a little bit riskier, simply because I feel like if I lose my money on that, I could use my skip on a little bit closer of a fight, as versus a pretty much guaranteed money, I guess, in this case. Even though it's not a lot of money, it is somewhat guaranteed. Hopefully, we'll see though. That statement might bite me in the butt. We'll see. Got a double whammy. Get you a man that can do both. I'm doing one live video right now, live stream. Currently working on another video, and I gotta get this bet placed. I gotta get Bruno Silva. What kind of props are we looking at with Bruno Silva? Let me see. Let me get a quick Tapology rundown on this matchup. I'm a big Tapology guy for whatever reason, simply because there's a lot of good data and statistics on Tapology that you can use to break down fights. Silva's definitely the more experienced guy. He was Henry Cejudo's main training partner there for a while. Looks like he won a belt in some previous organization. Coming off a finish of JP Baez, lost to Tagir Limbekov. It was tough. He's one of Habib's guys, and lost to David Dvorak, who we saw fight earlier tonight in a decision. Also lost to Khalid Taha, but that was a no contest after I think Taha tested positive for weed. I don't know. He only has one UFC win, but he's also had out of 4 UFC fights. That's kind of makes me a little bit nervous. But Victor Rodriguez, for him to be such a massive favorite, it's kind of weird for him being 1-4 in the UFC. Victor Rodriguez has one fight in the UFC, but he lost to Adrian Yanez, but I'm pretty sure he was probably just a sacrificial lamb to Yanez, because Yanez is a stud. He's got some serious stand-up and striking ability. He's got some power in his hands. He's fast. Maybe bet this fight not to go the distance, honestly. That might be the move. Because the way that he looked against... Oh, snap. I got to play something. We're betting this not to go the distance, folks. 63 cents. That's what I'm going with. Not to go the distance. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this fight not to go the distance. 63 cents. That's all the money I got. We're placing that right now. And the fight's about to start. My flipping battery's about to die. I already got to swap out my flipping camera battery. This is nuts. Just been going back and forth with this camera battery. Hopefully I got one that's going to last me through the night. Jesus. Fighting! I know a lot of people, too, that aren't sold on these Alaska FC guys. He's fighting out of Alaska. I feel like it's kind of weird because it's such an isolated, I mean, you're in Alaska, so you're not really continental America, or continental U.S., I should say. I mean, you are on the same continent, but it's not connected to the U.S., I guess, like similar to Hawaii. So you're not going to be getting the same exposure and access, I guess, to gyms, training partners, things like that. So that kind of makes me a little bit nervous if you're Victor Rodriguez, because living in Alaska, fighting in Alaska, training in Alaska, it's a very isolated area. Versus if you're in America, You can go. I mean, all across. There's all kinds of great gyms in America. I mean, he is in America, but you know what I mean. In the United States, where you could drive to. You could drive if you live in California. You could drive to Las Vegas, go train at King's MMA, or you could train with Jason Perillo. Or if you live in Florida, you can go to Henry Hooft at Hard Knocks 365. Or you can go to ATT. There's less training, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. In Alaska, and you're farther away. And from what it looks like, Rodriguez on his Instagram, things like that, doesn't look like he's gone anywhere else to train to get more experience or anything like that. Just something to think and look into. Silva's moving a lot more. He's throwing a lot of feints, and he's getting Rodriguez to bite on a lot of these feints when he throws little fake 1-2s. Not much has been happening. It looks like Rodriguez is looking for the overhands. First strike lands from Silva, a little leg kick. 4 minutes, 10 seconds of the first round. I don't know where you guys are at, if you guys are ahead, behind. Silva lands a nice knee and a little overhand, rocks him early. Oh! Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Fight not to go the distance. Let's go, Bruno Silva. That's money on my single bet and my parlay. Let's go, Bruno Silva. That was sweet. Honestly, for a dude that was 1-4 in the UFC at this point, now he's 2-5 in the UFC with 2 back-to-back finishes. He's looking pretty good against, at least against JP Bias too, who's like brought up to be like a pretty decent prospect. He looks pretty good right now. He's finishing people and he's using his hands and he's knocking people silly. Bruno Silva's looking pretty good right now. When he throws this, bing! All I heard was money. Let's go. 193 cents now. We're close. I'm still down 7 cents. We're winning money, though. We're back on the winning track. Harish is back in the building. I got to give my boy Harish a special shout-out. Harish is a day one dude. Everybody in this chat right here are day one people. Harish is a day one dude for sure. He's always on my videos commenting, saying nice things. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep winning money. Closer to getting our money back and closer to winning money. Let's keep it rolling, baby. How we doing, Harish? I don't know if you heard me talking about it. It's 3:10 in India. That's crazy. It's where I'm at. It's 5:44 p.m. I don't know, Harish, if you heard me talk about in some of my other videos. But I'm doing a bet thing. I've been doing a bet challenge right now where I start the night off with $1. I'm gonna see what I can turn it into. And I'm starting with the very first fight of the night. I get 2 skips on the night, so I was gonna use my skip on this fight, and I'm glad I didn't because I stuck with the bet I was gonna do, and it won me money. And I get 3 redemption attempts. Those redemption attempts means I get another $1 back for to play with, I guess. But those end on the main card, and I can't withdraw any money if I have money until the card ends. Oh yeah, you don't get any prelims, and I forgot about that. Waiting for the main card to start. It starts at 4:30. Is that 4:30 a.m.? That's crazy. Yeah, that's if it's like 3:10 in the morning right now, you're a very dedicated UFC fan. That's crazy. Oh man, early morning. That is not fun. That's a dedicated UFC fan right there. I give you big props, Harish. I couldn't imagine because I've only done that. I've done that a couple times when I was in Italy. I watched I think we had talked about this last time. I watched the Edgar Holloway at like 5, 6 in the morning. That was not fun, but that's way different than 3:10 in the morning. Some people actually start their days at 5, 6 in the morning, but most people don't start their days at 3:10. So that's a dedicated UFC fan right there. Bruno Silva going over. Is that UFC president Dana White? Sound like John Anik. UFC president Dana White. Let's go. We keep it rolling. Well, that happened so fast that it didn't even I don't even know if my bet went through because it's still saying my bet receipt right there. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I should show my bet receipt. That might be bad. I got my money, though. Sorry, I got to get some extra footage for the video. Let's go. We're at 93 cents now. Got 7 cents to make up. But No, that's the situation tonight, Harish. We got $1 that we're starting the night with. We're gonna see what we can build this dollar into by the end of the night. See if I can make some money. Right now I'm down 7 cents. I actually lost like a good chunk of it, but we're back up now. We got 93 cents. Let me see what this next fight is. See what we're gonna be betting on this next fight. We got Court McGee and Claudio Silva. See, this is a very scary fight because I don't know who to bet on. And to be honest, I could use a skip here. I might use a skip. Now, I really don't know though. I'm a little bit nervous. Let's see what the prop odds and everything is like that is looking like. We'll go ahead and switch it over so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Maybe you guys can give me some advice. Give the betting guy betting advice. I'm not really. I don't claim to be a capper or anything like that, though. I'm not. Over 2.5 rounds, minus 182. That's probably probable. Let me see. Why is this not loading? There we go. Looks like this fight will go the distance. Yeah, it looks pretty probable. I don't know. I really don't know. I might use my skip on this fight because this is too close of a fight and I don't know much, honestly, to put my money on it. Make sure I'm in focus. Good God, I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. This lighting just makes me look pasty. I promise I'm not this pasty, guys. I'm Italian. I'm not pasty white. I got a little bit of color to me. Jesus. Alrighty, guys, so we have the Court McGee and Claudio Silva fight up on deck right now. The odds on this are like really close. Minus 113 for Court McGee and minus 110 for Silva. I'm uncertain on this, and prop wise, like betting like over under 2.5 rounds or not to go the distance. I really don't know. I'm a little bit nervous in this fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my first skip of the night. My first skip of the night is gone. I'm skipping the Claudio Silva fight and Court McGee simply because it's just too flipping close. I don't know who to put money on. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my skip here. And I got one skip left. I still got 3 redemption attempts. Keep her rolling, 93 cents right now. Hopefully I can turn this into $100. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to have to fill in, start talking about a lot of different things too. I feel like this video is going to be too choppy. It's just going to be like segments from each fight. It's not going to be very long clips. So I got to figure out different ways to make, I guess, the videos longer. Anybody watching too, any of you guys got like good video ideas, things you guys want to see me do, like UFC content related, could be betting related, like this kind of stuff related? I don't know. I'm trying to get some different ideas, different looks on what I'm trying to do, or different point of views, I guess, of what I'm trying to do for videos and stuff like that. So if you guys got anything you guys want to see me do, obviously I'm going to do this stuff, the watch parties, the betting videos, reactions, all that good jazz. But I'm just trying to figure out how I can make my videos better, make them more entertaining, and I don't know, just make better content for you guys. Let me see. What time is it? It's almost 6. Wow, we're like 4 or 5 fights in, and it's 6 o'clock. That's kind of crazy. I wonder what time this main card's gonna start. Then it should say on here. It says this fight's supposed to happen at 6:20, so we're 30 minutes ahead of schedule, which is pretty cool, I guess. So the fights might be trying to milk it out a little bit more when it gets to the main card, but it says the main event's supposed to come on at 9:45. So actually, that's not all that late. It's not all that late at all. So hopefully maybe these fights will end before 10 o'clock. That'd be kind of sweet. I don't see the main event going to the distance, so I mean, maybe it'll end fairly fast. Before 10 would be very, very nice. Let me go ahead and switch me back over, though, to this scene right here. Oh, man, this Rothwell fight, too, makes me nervous. I might just bet this Rothwell fight over 1.5 rounds. Let me see what the odds are on over 1.5 rounds. Minus 150. I think that might be my best bet for this next fight. I'm going to go ahead and put my money on this next fight to be over 1.5 rounds. Let me see. That's going to be my bet for this next fight, or for the fight after the Court McGee fight. I apologize. My brain's all over the place. And then after the and since I'm skipping this hold on, I gotta And since I'm skipping the Court McGee and Claudio Silva fight, I'm gonna bet. Oh God, how do I want to say this, guys? You guys get like a full behind-the-scenes look of what when I make these videos. You guys, I don't know if you guys like when the videos come out. If they, I don't know, they may come out like garbage, or they may come out really good. You guys are like, oh wow, this is a really good video. You guys might be like, oh God, it's flipping. I don't know, a 5-year-old make this, but you'll see the behind-the-scenes of a lot of these stuff because it takes me a lot of attempts to make some of these videos. You guys don't understand. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put my money down, though, for this. The 93 cents. After the Claudio Silva fight, though, I'm going to do the Ben Rothwell fight and the Barnett fight not to go... Or wait. After this Claudio Silva and Court McGee fight, though, I'm going to be doing this next fight, the Rothwell and Barnett fight, over 1.5 rounds. I'm going to be putting 93 cents on this to win $1.55. So hopefully this puts me up 55 cents. Hopefully I don't have to use one of my redemptions on this because I'm putting every single last penny that I have on this, all 93 of them. So hopefully this pays off. Hopefully I don't have to use a redemption. Hopefully this goes over 1.5 rounds. We'll see. Praying to Dana White, Lorenzo, Frank Fertitta. Let's keep the money rolling. Hopefully this goes over 1.5 rounds. It can be dicey because they're heavyweights. And heavyweight fights are pretty dicey, but Rothwell's a slow starter, and I don't think this is gonna go under 1.5 rounds. We'll see. Harish, anybody else watching? And if you guys got money on these fights or any predictions, main event, who you guys got in the main event, who you guys got in the next fight? I'm curious to hear people's opinions and who you guys got. I'm curious. I definitely think the main event's not going to go the distance. I think that's like a lock bet. But as of predictions-wise for a straight bet, I really don't know because, I mean, it's going to be a stand-up fight for sure. I'm a big Cody Garbrandt guy, but Rob Font's got some serious boxing, and he's got some power as well. And if he can draw Cody into a firefight, a dogfight, he might be able to. Put him away. It'll be interesting. I don't think someone's getting finished for sure, but we'll see what happens. They're definitely milking it out though. They're milking out this next fight because they're showing all kinds of interviews and crap for this for the main event. I'm surprised they're not saving these for the main event or for the main card because we are 30 minutes ahead of schedule, like I mentioned. The New England Cartel, he's won 4 of his last 5. He's only lost again, Rafael Sunsao, who Cody Garbrandt just knocked out. But that was back in 2018, so that was 2 years ago. 3 years ago, actually. Almost 3 years ago. And he's fought some tough dudes. Thomas Almeida, Rafael Sunsao, Sergio Pettis, Ricky Simon, Marlon Moraes. It's pretty tough comp, to be honest. It's a big jump, though, Ricky Simon to Marlon Moraes. But, I mean, he knocked out Marlon Moraes in the first round. So you can't really take much away from that. His jab, Jesus. Those uppercuts, too. He's got those long arms. He just gets more follow-through, more torque. That jab's fast. You can see him Moraes' eyes when he gets hit. That's pretty insane, though, if you got that kind of power to drop somebody with a jab. Moraes is another dude that fell off. Like, he looked like a world beater, a killer. Even when he fought Cejudo, looked like he was going to beat Cejudo. And then he's been on what kind of a fight, like a losing skid now. Let me see. He's been, he's fought some really tough people, but he's been on the bad end of a lot of his previous fights. Let's see. Marlon Moraes. He looked like for a while he could be the best bantamweight in the world. But lost to Henry Cejudo, beat Jose Aldo, but I think he lost that fight. In my opinion, I think Jose Aldo won. Then got that wheel kicked from Corey Sandhagen, and then got knocked out first round by Rob Font. And he's been singing all of the fights he did lose. He got finished, and I think the Aldo fight he did. I think he lost that one as well. I don't know if you guys watched that or what you guys saw that, but I think he definitely probably. I think he lost that fight as well. So really, in my opinion, he's on a 4-fight losing skid. It'd be kind of crazy too. I wonder if he has any fights booked coming up. It doesn't look like it, but. If he loses a couple more, if he loses one more, he might be looking at like getting cut from the UFC, which is kind of crazy to think that Marlon Moraes might be getting cut from the UFC. He came into the UFC, won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights for the title, wins 4 of the 5, and then goes on losing 3 of his last 4 after that, or 2 of his last 4, or 2 of his last 3 after the title, I guess. But really lost all 3 of them, in my opinion. It's pretty crazy. It's like a big climb, and then once he gets there, just like a big drop off. I don't know. It's weird, but they're really milking out the time for this next fight. Hopefully, it starts here very soon, or hopefully it starts here soon. Maybe by the time they come back from commercial break, they'll already be out in the octagon. That'd be pretty sweet. See if the lines are moving any more though on these fights. Doesn't look like it for this upcoming fight. None of the lines really moved. Felicia Spencer's line moved. She's a bigger favorite now. She was like minus 167. Now she's minus 200. Justin Tafa moved a little bit more. He moved a little bit from yesterday. Not more from when I talked about it earlier. And Rob Fonts moved a little bit more as a favorite. He's minus 132 now. So it's moving more in Rob Font's favor. That's pretty crazy. Oh, man. Let me see, though. Let me see how my other parlays doing. Oh, I thought they were walking out. Got my dog waiting outside of my door. Making sure everything's good. I got my security detail outside. Making sure that nobody comes in. No stream crashers come in and try to get some free clout, make a name off me. Photo or stream bombing me. I'm gonna say photo bomb, but it wouldn't be a photo bomb. Why are they showing Alan Joubain? Didn't he retire? Are they doing a tribute to Alan Joubain? It's kind of weird they're doing a tribute, though, to Alan Joubain. I mean, Alan Joubain was decent, but, I mean, he wasn't, like... I don't think he'd be that for them to do a flipping little tribute to him. Like, thank you for your time over the years. Yeah, it's exactly what they're doing. Thank you to Alan Joubain. Why don't they do that for some of the other people? Why don't they do that for flipping Alistair Overeem or a bunch of other people or Tyron Woodley? Why don't they do that for Tyron Woodley? He's on the same flipping broadcast team as Alan Joubain. It's just weird to me that they're doing it for him. Like he's not saying he's a bad fighter, but there's a bunch of other people that I would rather them do a tribute for than Alan Joubain. Woodley's way more decorated than him, and he's on that same broadcast team. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Why are you doing Alan Joubain? Maybe because he's a good-looking face to throw on the promo. That's probably why. No, I don't know. That's weird to me though. When was Alan Joubain's last fight? He's talking about his body of work, so his body of work he was able to put together in a short amount of time. Let's see. Let's see what this fabled body of work that Alan Joubain had. I don't even remember exactly who he fought, to be honest. Beat Jared Gordon, lost to Dwight Grant, beat Ben Saunders, lost to Nico Price, lost to Gunnar Nelson, beat Mike Perry, beat Bilal Muhammad. The only people that he beat that I'm really impressed with, I guess, are Bilal Muhammad and Mike Perry. I guess Jared Gordon, but Jared Gordon's not someone would be like, oh, you beat Jared Gordon? Wow. And Mike Perry still, Mike Perry is tough, but Mike Perry hasn't won a fight in. When was the last time? When was the last time Mike Perry won a fight? Mike Perry's on like a massive losing skid right now. And they got Bilal Muhammad up there. That's kind of weird. They both fought each other, and I guess they probably don't care that much. That's. I haven't seen Bilal Muhammad on there. I didn't know he did some of the analyst work. Let's see. Mike Perry hasn't won a fight since, I guess, 2020. He beat Mickey Gall. And then before that was 2019. Okay. I'll slow down the roll on hating on Mike Perry. But, I mean, if you look, what we'll switch over. We'll just come take a look at this. It's not, I mean, he beat him. Where'd he beat him? Oh, wow, he beat him down there, too. Okay. He beat him when Mike Perry was Mike Perry. I'll give him that. He took Mike Perry's O away from him. Didn't finish him, though. They made him look like he finished him in that tribute. Yeah, I don't know. Mike Perry is another dude. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the chopping block here in a little bit. After, maybe if he loses another fight. I mean, you got the past two fights, especially the Rodriguez fight. He looked bad in that Rodriguez fight. But, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll do a tribute for Mike Perry when he retires. Highlight reel includes him smoking that dude outside of that restaurant. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to do a quick break. I'm going to get a snack real fast. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Quick little potty break. Stay tuned, though. It's not going to take long. Just give me, like, no longer than 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, I hate to be the guy that eats on the mic, but I'm going to be the guy that eats on the mic. It's a single Reese's. Relax, it'll be gone. But it always annoys me when people eat on podcasts or things like that, and I'm going to be that guy, but oh well. Got to get some fuel in me. I need something to hold me through for the rest of this stream. This single Reese's holds enough calorie and caloric energy to power me through the next, 2 hours of this stream? Two and a half hours. We got, sorry, I'm doing it I'm doing my pet peeve. We got Claudio Silva walking out right now. I don't know if Court McGee is already in the octagon or not. Claudio Silva looks... I mean, he is old. He's like 38, but he looks a little aged. But he also hasn't fought all that much, too. So he hasn't probably taken all that much damage. Court McGee's walking out right now. Court McGee's definitely got a lot more experience, but I think Claudio's definitely more skilled. The thing is with Court McGee is he's not very good at one specific thing. He's just like tough, and he puts a lot of pressure on you. Kind of like Nate Diaz, except Nate Diaz has really good jiu-jitsu. But Court McGee, I don't think is like, he's got good wrestling, good grappling, but it's just more pressure to put you in bad positions, tire you, wear you out, but pretty much just to break you. But I don't know if you guys are ahead, behind. They're putting Vaseline on Court McGee's face right now. Hopefully I don't spoil anything for you guys. Won the Ultimate Fighter Season 11. I did not know that, actually. Actually, I'm going to swap out my water real fast. I've been sitting here this whole time, haven't opened my water. And it's getting a little bit warmer. It's very warm on me. It's like room temperature now. That's sounds like a very lame complaint that my water is warm, but I got to get a different cold water. I apologize too. This chair is incredibly squeaky. They're doing the tail of the tape right now. Both these guys are decently old. Court McGee 36, Claudio Silva 38. That's pretty old. McGee is going to have a 4.5-inch reach advantage too. I don't know. I'm staying away from this fight. Court McGee is a minus 113 favorite. He's slightly a little bit more of the favorite, but I don't know. I think Claudio is more skilled, and that's what makes me nervous. That Vegas has McGee as the favorite, but I think Claudio is more skilled. So I'm like, I don't know. I just got to stay away from it because Vegas never loses, but it's also really close. The fact that it's really close is why I use my skip for the night. One of my skips. But I don't know. We'll see. For somebody who's 38 to have a 14-2 record, I mean, that's not terrible, I guess, because your body's not that broken down and that aged. But he does have a pretty he probably has a fairly long jiu-jitsu record as well. A lot of jiu-jitsu experience. Let me see. Claudio Silva. This chair is probably incredibly annoying. Let me know. Tell me in the chat. Someone tell me in the chat. Can you hear this chair squeaking, and is it annoying? Because I hear it, but I don't know if you guys can hear it, if my mic picks it up or if it's annoying or not. Trying to pull up Claudio Silva's information right now. He's a black belt under Ricardo Vieira. Didn't say anything about jiu-jitsu, though. I thought maybe he'd be like a jiu-jitsu stud. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I might be thinking of somebody else, because now I look at this dude's Wikipedia. This like doesn't seem like the guy I'm thinking. I think I'm thinking of what's his name? Oh God. Thiago Moises, the guy that heel hooked. Was it Anthony or Hernandez? Silva tagged him early. They're both like really wild though. Like Silva looks really. He just looks like everything he does not look very technically sharp. He looks very all over the place. McGee actually looks a little bit. Yeah, this is not who I was thinking of. I'm thinking of Thiago Moises. Okay, I didn't know if it was loud. Yeah, this is not the guy I was thinking of. I was just mixing Brazilian dudes up because Thiago Moises is way more. Is what I'm thinking of. Now that I'm watching Claudio Silva fight, this is not what I was expecting. I really don't know, though, because Silva did kind of tag him with that head kick, but he doesn't look very, very technically sound. Like, he winds up and then throws things. It looks like it's very telegraphed. I don't know. Who are you guys riding with this fight? I'm going to... Oh, God. It looked like he got a headbutt from when they were going in for that takedown. Right now, in Court McGee's and Claudio Silva's guard. 3:22 in the first. put on some. Yeah, I need to put some. I do need to put some WD-40 or something on this. I apologize. That's probably. I might turn my mic down just a little bit, maybe so it doesn't pick it up. That's probably not how that works, but. Uh-oh, he's trying to get like a flower sweep, whatever that's called, the pendulum sweep. Silva's going in for his own takedown. He's on a single leg right now. He's gonna go for a high, pull it up for a high single. Taking some shots though while he's going for the single. You might as well finish the single, dude, because you're just leaving your head to get flipping hit, and your hands are wrapped around his leg. 235 in the first. Center of the octagon. Alcohol and cigarettes is reffing. Ooh. McGee looks a lot sharper. Seems like maybe the grappling's where McGee or Silva's probably gonna be dominant, and honestly, if I'm McGee, I'd try to keep this fight standing, because every time Silva throws something, he like winds up, telegraphs it, and then puts himself out of position. Like Teddy Atlas would say, you need to get out of the way, not stand there, take a picture, pose for a picture. And Silva poses for pictures after he goes in for something. And he's getting tagged every time he does. Every time he tries to close in, he's leaving his head open. There's a good sprawl by McGee. Now Silva's got him up against the cage. Not much going on. Minute 20 in the first. They're just hugging each other up against the fence. McGee's trying to punch him, but Silva's not doing much. Maybe Silva needs to try to hook inside his foot and drag him back the other way towards his underhook, towards Silva's underhook, but I don't know. With McGee's body weight above Silva's, that might be hard. He might just fall on top of him. Got more leverage. Not much going on though. I'm kind of surprised that maybe Keith Peterson's too drunk to remember the rules, but kind of surprised he didn't break them up. So not much is going on right now. Uh-oh, that was a nice little single, but he put him in a bad position. Almost got synced up for a Darce. Anybody who's got who in this fight? I'm actually kind of leaning towards McGee now, because McGee is looking a lot sharper. And who does everybody have in the main event? If you guys are new, or anybody who hasn't given me the predictions, I want to know who you guys got tonight. I'm curious. Silva hits him with a solid jab. 3 seconds left, though. Not much is going to happen. And that's the end of the first round. I don't know. I really don't. I think he probably got that first round of McGee. But, I don't know. I guess I'm still riding with McGee. I'm going to look up Thiago Moises and make sure that's the right guy, because I think that's the guy I'm thinking of. Because that dude's like a jiu-jitsu world champ. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Someone correct me in the chat, too, if you know, so I'm not... if I'm wrong. He's got like the same exact record as Claudio Silva. That's funny. I don't know. He's from Sao Paulo. He's a black belt. He's been training since he was 8 years old, so he's probably pretty good at jiu-jitsu. He's got 6 submissions on his record. The second round's about to start right now. It's on right now, so hopefully I'm not ahead. Hopefully I don't spoil anything. Claudio Silva again just winding up, telegraphing. Court McGee is a minus 325 favorite. Silva does look like when he lands, though, he has more effect on McGee. Like, it seems like it has makes McGee back up whenever he does land solid. But his stand-up's so god-awful that, like, he just can't land. But when he does land a solid shot, I mean, you can see the effect and impact it has on McGee. I also don't really like how Silva pulls away with his hands down and his head up. These little lazy flipping wing and high kicks look so goofy. You got Cody. I like Cody as well, but something tells me Font might knock him out. I think somebody's getting knocked out for sure. Silva's got McGee on the ground now. He might be taking his back. And they break back to the center of the octagon. 350 in the second round. Yeah, but no, back to the main event. I really like Cody. I think if Cody has a good performance, like he seems like he's in the right place when he talks in the interviews. Mentally, he's there, or he's in the good place. And if he can perform similar to how he performed in that Dominic Cruz fight, or maybe even come with like a grappling approach, that might work, taking him down. I think that's how Assunção beat Rob Font, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he had like a grappling heavy approach. Maybe Garbrandt come out with that. Garbrandt used to wrestle in he was a state champion in high school, I believe. He did wrestle in college, or did for a little bit. I don't think he finished college. Wrestling was like his first sport, along with boxing. He had to grow up boxing with his uncle, but I think I mean he trains at Team Alpha Male too. It's a pretty wrestling heavy gym. So I mean, or I don't know if he doesn't right now. He trains with Mark Henry, but he spent a majority of his career at Team Alpha Male. So I think he has the wrestling there if he needs to rely on it, and you might even see that out of Cody tonight. I really wouldn't be surprised if you see a wrestling heavy approach out of Cody. But I think if it's a stand-up fight, I think it's a toss-up. I think it's literally a quarter toss, whatever, coin flip. Just because Font's got really good stand-up, he's got really good boxing, he's got a longer reach. He uses that reach to get torque on his shots. He's got power, and I don't know. Garbrandt gets a little upset sometimes in fights and does stupid things, and if Font draws him out, he might be able to capitalize on it. So I don't know. I like Cody, but I don't know. Something's telling me Font might knock him out. Definitely not going the distance, though. This fight's definitely not going the distance. Not much going on again. Looks like Silva's going for some sort of deep half sweep. He's trying to use that to go out to a single now. But Court's dragging him back down. Court might be able to get 3/4 mount. Uh-oh, he might be stealing a leg, though. Claudio might be stealing a leg. Nah. Yeah, but he's going again. He's trying to grab one of those legs. He's got like a deep half. Oh, but that's not a good position because Court can drop elbows. Yeah, that thing, deep half, is only good probably in like sport jiu-jitsu and not... Uh-oh, he's got a leg, though. Oh, that's locked in. That's it. That's it. Might get the camera out for this one. Maybe not. He might not have it. Oh. Oh. With a heel hook locked in, he might knock him out. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Well, and they said Court's a guy that wouldn't tap either, so maybe it did potentially hurt something. He just said, screw it, I'm not tapping. I mean, Court's just grinding him out right now. And Court's taking his back now. 55 seconds in the first. Court's on top. 3/4 mount. Actually, he's got him in mount now. He's dropping elbows. Looks like Silva's cut open maybe under his left or right eye. Oh, and now Silva might... Oh, McGee's got him in a head and arm right now. He's just defenses and blocking him from dropping over the other side. If he can get his left leg over the right side, Silva's probably toast. He might be able to cook him. If he can just cook him in this position, hold him in here and just cook him, he might be able to cook him. And I'm sorry, I'm saying cook him, and I'm talking in jiu-jitsu terms. That means you just hold somebody, and you just hold him, slowly squeeze, because over time you're going to gas them. Instead of gassing your arms really fast, and they survive, if you just keep squeezing, slowly applying pressure over time, you can, even if you don't do it, you just holding on to a choke like that, it just wears out their cardio. I mean, it's going to wear out your cardio too, but Bryce Mitchell says it all the time. You cook them to the bone. That's what he says in his that's like his motto. It's about holding people in places and just pretty much not applying all your strength, but you just slowly, just to where it wears them out, and it's a constant pressure. It's not fun. It's not very fun at all. But since Cody went to Mark Henry, he seems more patient, calm. I agree, and I think Mark Henry would be a great guy for someone like Cody. Mark Henry's got I mean, he's trained some really tough dudes, world champs. Frankie Edgar. I think Marlon Rice. I was talking about Marlon Rice earlier. I think he was working with Mark Henry, or works with Mark Henry. A lot of tough people, and I don't know. I think it'll be interesting because I think Garbrandt's got the skills to beat him. There's no doubt Garbrandt has the skills to beat him, but it's a whether or not it's the game plan and what Cody shows up. I think if Cody comes out with a grappling game plan, definitely Cody. I think Cody could win because I think Cody could do that. I think he has the skills to do it and mix up his striking with his takedowns. Even if it does stay on the feet, I think Cody has the skills to hang with him. He definitely has the skills to hang with him, but what makes me nervous is Cody gets out of character and he starts getting mad, and that's every time he gets mad is when he gets knocked out, and he can't do that. Or he just can't get emotional. Not necessarily mad, but he can't get personally invested in the fight. He just has to flow. He just has to keep sticking to the game plan. Oh, 444 in the first. Silva's kind of throwing some. Now Court shoots in. Silva's low-key swinging though. He's landing too a little bit. It just looks ugly. It's real ugly. It's real ugly, but he's landing sometimes. 423 in the first. This is a real ugly fight if I'm being honest with you. I mean, McGee in the grappling. I mean, grappling-wise, it looks good. But stand-up-wise, this just like honestly looks like a smoker fight, to be honest with you. 406 in the first. Ooh, that was a nice little overhand to a takedown by Silva. Gets stuffed, though, by McGee. Silva's got McGee up against the cage now. 4 minutes to go. Both these guys look very labored, too. They both look decently tired. I mean, a lot of the grappling exchanges, like I said, if you're McGee cooking him to the bone, and if you're the guy getting cooked to the bone, that's very tiring. So they're both definitely a little bit labored. But it looks like McGee's probably going to grind him out to a decision. I'm glad I stayed away from this fight because I was thinking the wrong flipping person even going into this fight. I was going to probably put money on Silva. So thank God I did not. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in my video too. That'd be funny. $3.10 to go in the Silva McGee fight, and good thing I used my skip on this. I didn't put any money on this because I was thinking that Silva was a completely different person going into this fight. I got him confused with Thiago Moises, and it looks like right now that McGee is going to grind him out to a decision. So I was going to completely bet on him, thinking he was a completely different person, and right now Silva's just getting worked. Skillfully, he doesn't look good. It just honestly looks like a smoker fight. This is it's an entertaining fight, but it's not a technical showcase at all. Yeah, thankfully I did not put any money on this. So what time is it when the main card comes on? Oh wait, you said at 4:30. Never mind, I missed that. Dang, that's crazy. So what time do the fights normally, like what time would the main event be then for you? Probably like 6 some in the morning is my guess. I'm talking to Harish, by the way. I don't know. I didn't single anybody out. No, I was just curious because I feel I guess you could just wake up for the main event and then start your day there, but I guess if you're a hardcore fan like me, and I guess probably everyone else watching right now, you'd want to see all the fights or try to stay up to date with the fights as they happen. There's a nice little takedown from McGee. Looks like Silva's just absolutely dead. He's tired. Minute 43 in the third. It looks like McGee is definitely winning this. Unless Silva pulls off some Brazilian magic, throws up some crazy submission, maybe a flipping reverse position straight to a twist here, put him away. Probably not happening. We'll see. I don't know if any of you guys do jiu-jitsu too, by the way. 6:30 to 7, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I probably that's honestly probably what I do. That's like dedication, getting up at 3 a.m. I respect that. But I don't know if any of you guys rolled or do jiu-jitsu at all, or anything like that, or if you guys have ever rolled doing jiu-jitsu. But there's a reason I didn't really like. It took me this long. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 3 years now. Oh God, those are some elbows from Silva from the bottom. But today was the first time I didn't wear a rash guard under my gi when I rolled. I just forgot to bring one, and I now understand why they call it a rash guard, because literally my whole flipping, you can't even see it. There's like rashes on both sides of my arms now from where my gi was. It just rubs up against your arm, especially when your skin gets sweaty. It's not very fun. So anybody that does jiu-jitsu or anybody's thinking about starting jiu-jitsu, I definitely recommend wearing a rash guard, because there's a reason it's called a rash guard, and there's a reason you wear them. Because now my flipping arms burn, even my back too. My back's like all red around my shoulders. It especially the gi material, like that weird, really thick, dry material. And then once your skin's wet and like sticky and or whatever from flipping sweat, the combination, the friction, everything, it's not fun. It's very uncomfortable. But yeah, I definitely recommend wearing a flipping rash guard. Looks like Court McGee definitely won. Silva's showing respect, so that's probably a sign that Silva believes he definitely got beat. McGee definitely looks like he's in a lot better shape too than Silva. Silva looks like a flabby 170 or whatever. I think it's that 170. He looks very much like a flabby 170 versus McGee, who's a lot more lean. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from this fight for sure. Now I gotta be looking at this next one. Oh wait, I already placed my bet for the next one. Forgot about that. Let me make sure it's went through. Oh yeah, I don't know if any of you guys are into crypto as well. The crypto market's been tanking as of recently. If you guys are into making, I guess if you guys are doing these betting videos and stuff like that, you're into passive money. If you want to make some more money, I would definitely recommend buying some crypto right now, because while the market's tanking, I bought some Ethereum when it dropped down to like 2,000. Put money into that, and it's up right now, but I'm trying to get it to go up to like 3,000. It's at like 2,344 right now. Hopefully I can get that to go up to like at 3,000, because it was at 4,000 like last month. So I don't know, hopefully if you guys are into that kind of stuff, you guys want to make some more money off that, that's something I would honestly recommend. Like the whole crypto market's like really low right now. You get some good like some steal honestly on a lot of these. There's a bunch. Bitcoin's down. Bitcoin is at like 60K a couple weeks ago, and now it's at 37K. So you could get some serious value on some of these, and you don't even have to buy a full coin or anything like that. You can buy a fractional share. Yep, Court McGee got that by decision. Looked like a pretty dominant showing by McGee. Up next, I got the Rothwell and Barnett fight over 1.5. Hopefully that hits. Hopefully no one gets smoked in the first round and first half of the second round. If it does, I'm going to be very disappointed. Then after that, we got the Hermansson-Shabazian fight. And I believe that is the, I don't know if that's the last fight. What's the last fight on the main card? Let's look that up. I don't even know what the structure of the card is in terms of main card, prelims, all that good stuff. Let's figure that out. Let's find it out together, guys. Not YFC, I want UFC. There we go. Court McGee looks like a flipping caveman, though. Jesus Christ. Looks like he should have like some like animal hide on him, walk around like a bone sharpened to a shiv. Alright, let's see the events. We see this event. God, this is taking forever. This stream must really be working my my internet right now. Who's got who in this next fight? Ben Rothwell, Chris Barnett, and I'm curious, who do you guys have in the Shabazian Jack Hermansson fight? I'm really curious about some of your guys' predictions in that fight, because that's a pretty good fight. It's a close fight. So the prelims actually end after this fight. So this stinks, guys. I'm gonna have to call it a stream after this. I didn't realize that. That stinks. Okay, I apologize, guys. After this is gonna be the last fight. Um, I'll probably talk to you guys for a little bit though because they're gonna definitely milk out time wise when actually no, it's 6:30 and the main card starts at 7. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'll talk to you guys for a minute until this next one starts or the main card starts. McGee's still pushing forward. I'm pretty sure McGee was like a drug addict at one point too. I'm gonna look. I don't want to be saying that like accusing him, but I'm pretty sure Court McGee was like a drug addict at one point. And now to be like, I mean, looks he's in great shape and winning fights in the UFC. Let me see, Court McGee. Um, yeah, something about McGee actively giving talks about anti-drug campaigns to teenagers. So I'm guessing he was a drug addict if he has this kind of, or a former drug addict. If he has these kind of ties and oh yeah, oh wow, heroin addiction. Yeah, I remember I feel like I heard that he was declared clinically dead after overdosing on heroin at his cousin's house before he I thought that said resurrected. I don't know, something brought back to life, resurrected. McGee had to learn to walk, speak, and function again after his first overdose. Said that his path into drug and alcohol abuse began when he would hang out with the wrong people, drinking, partying. After suffering an injury to his clavicle and his elbow, McGee became dependent on painkillers, which he later mixed with alcohol. McGee had taken cocaine and heroin before overdosing. After his near-death experience, McGee suffered a couple relapses. In an episode of Ultimate Fighter, McGee said, "I took one drink in Vegas and I ended up in Iowa 4 days later with no pants on and a long-sleeve shirt looking for meth." Oh my God. I was strung out, I was the strung out, the heroin addict, the drunk, the liar, the cheat, and thief. That's who I was. I never thought I was going to amount to nothing. That's pretty sweet. I mean, that's a really cool story. His record is pretty shaky, but I mean, he's also fighting really tough dudes. Sean Brady's tough. Carlos Condit, he's probably, I mean, that's a good fight for someone like of their age and skill level. I mean, because Carlos Condit is old and definitely someone skilled for the old era of the UFC. Probably wouldn't be competitive if he was in his prime nowadays, in my opinion. Because I think the sport's just evolved too much skillfully, technically. Beat Claudio Silva, beat Alex Garcia, lost to Diego Lima. I mean, he's fought tough dudes. He's beat tough dudes. Beat Robert Whitaker. I mean, that's a pretty cool story. Big props to Court McGee. That's pretty cool. But we got the Big Ben Rothwell fight up next. I got this, like I said, over a round and a half. Chris Barnett making his UFC debut. What are we saying? What are the odds on that if Barnett wins, he does a dance after the fight? Somebody said that earlier. What are we putting odds on that? I'm gonna say minus 215. No. I'm saying minus 275 actually. Probably for every pound Barnett weighs that he dances after this fight. To what are the odds on the other end? Plus 190 that he doesn't. I don't know. I'm just making up odds. I feel like that sounds about right. Barnett, though, is pretty, for a big dude, this dude can move around. He throws all kinds of crazy techniques, too, for a big guy. You wouldn't expect him to be able to throw, like, spinning back kicks, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. He's already dancing. He's getting into it. I guess I said after the fight, though. After the fight. That's what so we can't cash the minus 275 right now. Whoever that dude behind him is flipping massive, too. Jesus. Wow. This is bigger than the flipping heavyweight. I didn't know Chris Barnett was from Spain. I wouldn't expect somebody named Chris Barnett to be from Spain. That definitely sounds like some dude that was born in America. That's what I was thinking. That's pretty crazy. Someone told him in a club he looks like he should be a good fighter. That's pretty funny. I wonder what he weighed in at. I will find out, but I wonder if he has to cut down to 265. He looks like a big dude, but he also looks like he's short, so he may be like 250-ish. He might hover around 250, because someone like maybe like 5'9", 5'10", because he looks like he's decently short. Could be 250-ish. But my guess is he cuts down. He looks like a flipping one of those like Russian dudes that are covering the hair. Look at his flipping back. Wolf man. Jesus. Nah, he's probably closer to 6 foot because the fence I believe is 6 feet tall. So he's probably about 5'11", 6'1", anywhere from 5'11" to 6'1". Actually, I don't even know. I'm gonna look that up because that's gonna bother me now. Chris, I can't wait. Can't wait for Buffer to announce it. Ben Rothwell's a weirdo, and he's pretty massive too. Big Ben Rothwell. Let's see. He is 5'9". I was wrong. I said anywhere from 5'11" to 6'1". That's pretty crazy though. He's probably there's no he's probably. I'd be surprised. I don't know. It's tough to call. I just don't know if he cuts down or not because he's 5'9". So I would guess he's probably like anywhere from 250 to 260. He's got to be no heavier than 265. But he just looks like a big dude. I don't know if he cuts down or not. Ben Rothwell looks like he definitely cuts down to 265. And he's another flipping hairy dude too. Jesus. His arms and his shoulders. Yeah, Rothwell's a lot bigger than Barnett, it looks like. I don't know how tall Rothwell is, but just where he's standing in terms of the top of the fence versus where Barnett's standing, where his head is, Rothwell looks a lot bigger. We'll find out right now. 6'4" and 5'9", but there's only a 3.5 inch reach advantage, which isn't all that crazy. 263. Rothwell definitely cuts down. It doesn't look like Barnett did. He probably just walks around. Maybe he has to cut down a little bit in fight camp. Just cut back, but that's probably where he gets under 265 is once he gets in fight camp shape. Bruce keeping it classic, not getting too crazy with the suit this time. It's classic black tux with the black bow tie. Well, I shouldn't say tux. Black jacket and pants. I don't know if he's got a vest on. Jesus. He's pumped up. He's pumped up. This should honestly be a good fight, and I'm really nervous now that I bet the over 1.5. So I'm really hoping this goes under 1.5 because Barnett looks pumped. But Rothwell's a pretty big favorite. I'm afraid though that Barnett's gonna come blitzing forward and just catch him with something. We'll see. Let me see what the live odds are if they're updating at all. Moved more in Rothwell's favor, minus 360. I think it said he was 335, so it's looking a little bit more favorable for me, but I hope it's just over. Let me see what the over 1.5 is. They don't have it anymore. I look up and the fight's already over. I'd be so mad. Yeah, Rothwell's a lot bigger. And it's going to be hard if you're Barnett to close that distance. Because if this... Oh! This would suck. Because my redemption... Oh, I'm going to give myself... Oh, I can't... I don't know, man. If I got... This has to hit. This has to hit. This bet has to hit. I need it to hit because now I'm getting nervous. Oh, it was a nice little shot from Barnett. 455 now for Rothwell. He's moving as a lot bigger of a favorite. God, the way these dudes are throwing makes me really nervous for this over 1.5. Good lord. I don't like this. This is really making me nervous, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. My hands are sweating. It's a nice body shot by Rothwell. Rothwell just tagged him. Made Barnett step back a little bit. Minus 400 now for Rothwell. It's dropping a little bit. Now the odds are locked, so maybe they're going to shift again. They're both throwing. See, this oh my goodness. See, this is making me nervous. These heavy exchanges make me nervous because one shot from one of these guys is all it takes. Oh, man. Rothwell's already got a little cut, though, on the bridge of his nose. 560 for Rothwell now. He's looking for that uppercut. Rothwell is. Because Barnett is dropping his head a little bit when he... Yeah, he's looking for it every time. Alright, this is good for me because hopefully if they just stall it out right here, it should milk out the first round. I'm really nervous about this. I'm not going to lie. This Barnett-Rothwell fight is really making me nervous. I hope the first round plays out, the rest of it plays out on the ground, because the way these two dudes are throwing for this over 1.5 rounds, it's really making me nervous. Yeah, it looks like this is how this first round is going to play out. Hopefully, I can get this round to follow through, or get all the way through, and then get the first 230 in the second round, and I should be all gravy. $1.55 in the bank, up 55 cents going to the main card. I hate lockdown. Lockdown's one of the weird, like the scariest positions, because I feel like my knee is always going to get popped sometimes. A lot of people get their ACLs torn in lockdown because the way your knee is like gets shifted like that. It's not good. I actually popped my knee once in lockdown. Didn't do anything bad, but it's a very scary position sometimes if you have someone that's like cranking on it. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh no, this isn't good. This does not look good. Oh no, that does not look good. Not for the under 1.5. Not for the under 1.5. No. Okay, thank you, Chris Barnett. Thank you. Alright, just survive. I need to survive the 30 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. Don't get wild. Don't get wild, Barnett. You're gonna get caught if you get wild. Just need to survive this 15 seconds in the first 2:30 of the second round. Okay, Rothwell's a minus 1,600 favorite now. Ooh, Barnett ate a knee though there on the end. I'm not even touching the UFC flag. The UFC flag makes me nervous. Minus 1,400 now. Barnett's plus 700. Any of the lines move anymore? Didn't look like it. All the lines look to be the same except for the fight going on right now. Who you guys got in this fight? Anybody watching? Anybody that is keeping up with these fights, anybody thinking that Rothwell's gonna catch him, or they think Garbrandt's gonna catch, or is Rothwell gonna keep it going, or is Garbrand gonna catch him? This fight honestly makes me nervous. I'm just too worried about this over 1.5. Here we go. Second round, slap hands, fights on. Just give me 2.5 minutes of stalemate. 2.5 minutes of stalemate's all I need. Two and a half minutes of stalemate's all I need. Give it to me. Just, come on, let's hug it up against the fence or something. I like how Rothwell's moving slow, calculated. Don't need to rush anything. Those uppercuts are scaring me though. Those uppercuts are there every time for Rothwell. Barnett's very labored. You can't be in the UFC and be tired with 4 minutes to go in the second round. I mean, he's still throwing, and he still could catch him, but Barnett's very tired. I'm afraid he might get caught because he's tired. Look at the way he's running. Yeah, Barnett just got tagged. Oh! This is making me so nervous. This is making me so nervous. Come on, dude. Just give me another minute. Just give me another minute. Just give me another minute of this fight. Another minute. This is making me so nervous. No. Oh, Rothwell's catching him every time with that uppercut. Dude, you gotta... He keeps throwing the same thing. He's gonna catch you with an uppercut. One more minute. 59 seconds. Give it to me. Don't stop the fight, Mark Smith, and don't turn your back, Barnett. Please, for the love of... Oh, please, for the love of God. Take him down. Go for the takedown, bro. No! Yes, takedown, takedown, takedown. Yeah! That's what we want to see. Yeah! No, don't choke him. That's lame. Jiu-jitsu's for nerds. Don't do it. Don't choke him. Jiu-jitsu's for nerds. Nobody likes jiu-jitsu. Don't do that crap. No, don't tap. No! I needed 20 seconds, dude! No! No! Alright, main card's not technically on. Main card is not technically on. I'm using my redemption right now. I get $1 more. Main card is not technically on. Prelims are still going on. I'm doing my redemption. I have $1 to work with going into the main card. I'm calling it right now. Because the main card's not technically on. That was terrifying. I literally had 20 seconds to go and I would have made it through for this bet. But Barnett sold the bag. Barnett sold the bag for me. But I'm calling my redemption shot. The main card's not technically on. Oh, man. That sucks. I literally had 20 seconds to go. I would be up at 55 cents, but now I still got my redemption. Technically, I said 3 attempts, redemption attempts end on the main card, and the main card's not technically on. We're going to clarify the rules for the video. We are observing the official rules. It says 3 attempts end on the main card. Main card's not technically on. I'm calling my redemption. I got $1 going into this main card. There we go. There we go. You guys saw it on the stream too. I didn't just write this or nothing. We're keeping it legit. I'm following by the rules. But that flipping sucks. That makes me so flipping mad. I'm glad though I don't bet, like I didn't put a lot of money on these. Like I started with $1, so I'm putting like 93 cents on these. So we're not getting too risky, but I just don't like losing. Because winners win, and we're the winning team. And by the way, I'm not counting these into my record as well in terms of like when I do my sports betting videos. So you guys will be like, oh yeah, of course you're not throwing these. But no, like these are literally, it's just for $1 thing, and I have to bet on every single fight. So I'm obviously going to lose a good amount of fights, and I'm probably going to win a couple as much probably as I lose. Probably end up 50-50 on the night. But no, I'm not throwing these. The official bets are the only thing. Like the ones I throw in my videos are the only ones I'm going to throw on my record. Did he say a jiu-jitsu choke? Is that what Bruce Buffer said? Can someone... I'm going to see if I can run that back. Did he say a jiu-jitsu choke? What did he say? Where's my remote or my Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Did he say? Oh, he said guillotine. I don't know what that was. It looked like a dart. So I don't think it was a guillotine. I have to look back at it though. I thought Bruce Buffer said a jiu-jitsu choke. That was lame. That was very lame. I'm very disappointed. Chris Barnett, you sold the bag for me. Well, good performance for Ben Rothwell. I just don't understand how flipping Barnett didn't make the connection that every time that I'm gonna throw something, Rothwell's gonna meet me with an uppercut. They'll probably show it. He catches him with a knee, but he every time was looking for that uppercut. Boom, uppercut was there. Uppercut's there. Every time he would just duck his head and the uppercut was there. Hit him again with the uppercut. And that's what they were talking about too. People shoot in on him, they're gonna get choked out. So going into the main card, I have one skip left, and I honestly may be contemplating using it on this next fight. The Hermansson-Shabazian fight is so close and so scary, I don't know who to pick. So I don't know. I got one skip left. I have no redemptions left, so we got $1 going into this main card. So hopefully I can flip this into something. I'm really surprised though that this is we're only at 2:16 and the main card's already over. Or the stream's already over, because last time it was like 3:44, almost 4 hours that the prelim stream took. So we're like doing like half the time we did last time. I'm sorry, this chair is so flippin' squeaky, but I mean that sucks. What did I do on bets so far for the whole Let me see what my total record I guess was on the on all my bets or whatever for tonight. Let's see that I've done for this video. Give a quick recap. Oh, they're only showing the main card. Come on. That's not cool. That's not cool. Let's see. Let me see. I'm sorry, this is taking forever. My internet. You think go with Hermansson, Harish? I think Hermansson as well, but Shabazian first round makes me nervous because I definitely think Shabazian will gas. Because I think if Hermansson gets his hands on him, he's probably going to he's going to take him down. He's going to wear him down, and he could possibly submit him. But I get nervous because Shabazian's very dangerous in that first round, and he could tag up Hermansson. So let me see on the prelims. Hit Demetrius Maglov moneyline. Missed David Dvorak knockout, so that one didn't hit. So I'm 1-1. Kuliabo 2-1. Bruno Silva. What did I pick on Bruno Silva? Moneyline on him. So I'm 3-1, right? Yeah, 3-1. So really, I'm 4-2 going into the main card. I'm 4-2 going to the main card, but I still lost money. That's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is, on all my bets for the prelims, I went 4-2. I don't know what percentage-wise that is, but I hit 4 out of the 6 fights. And just because I'm betting $1, I have to put like a good amount, like almost all my money on it in order for the bets to hit. Why is my thing like not focused? It's really annoying how my camera does this. The crazy thing is during this whole prelims I went 4-2. I hit 4 out of the 6 fights, but I still technically lost money because just when you bet with $1, like you have to put all your money on in order to win money. I guess maybe I should start dividing my money up instead of like putting all my money on it. But I went 4-2 and somehow still lost money. That's the crazy thing. That's nuts. Well, I think this is where I'll probably wrap up this stream. Anybody have anything else? Any early predictions they want to get out? Anything you guys, opinions, thoughts? I'll talk about it. I'll answer it real fast right before the stream ends. But I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. This was a pretty fast prelims, honestly. I was not expecting this to. I was like, it's not even 7 o'clock and we're on the main card. I mean, the main card starts at 7, but it's weird. It seems like it's been so fast. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, and it definitely hasn't been as long as the last one. But I don't know. If that's it, nobody has anything to say. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds just because I know there's a little bit of a delay by the time when I actually say something. It goes through on your guys' end, but I don't know. I think in terms of quick predictions for the main card, just running through, I really don't know. I'd probably go with Jack Hermansson right here, but this is a really close fight. The lines are actually moving a little bit towards Esben Shabazian's favor. I'd probably go with Hermansson, but it really depends on that first round. If it goes past first round, Hermansson all day, but Shabazian could tag him up, knock him out in that first round. Ricardo Ramos, Ben Algeo, got Ricardo Ramos. Felicia Spencer, Norma Dumont, going with Norma Dumont. Or, I'm sorry, I'm going Felicia Spencer. I'm sorry. I did not mean Norma Dumont. Justin Taffa, Jared Vandera. Vandera's off the Contender Series. A little bit more experience. I think he's a lot bigger than Taffa, but I think Taffa will probably knock him out. I don't know. Heavyweight fights are a toss-up, but the till of the tape so far has been the big dogs have been winning, so I'm going with Justin Taffa. Yan Xiaonan and Carlos Esparza. This is a really close fight. The line's actually moved, at least on here. Yan Xiaonan actually, let me see, is like a minus 120 some favorite. Minus 124. So this one has a little bit of a closer fight, and honestly, I agree with this being a little bit of a closer fight. I think Carla Esparza, for the win streak that she's on, for her to be an underdog is pretty crazy. She beat some pretty tough people, beat Marina Rodriguez in her last fight. I'm talking really fast, but I'm just because I'm trying to wrap this up. But I really don't know. I think it's a toss-up. I wouldn't be surprised if Yan Xiaonan won, but I'm probably going to say Carla Esparza just because I think she's tough. But I always bet against the Chinese fighters, and it seems to always go against me. So I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I shouldn't bet. You know what? I'm not gonna bet against any of the Chinese fighters anymore. I'm not gonna let that bite me in the butt. We're going with Yan Xiaonan. I'm going against my heart. Main event: Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt. I really want Cody Garbrandt to win simply because I'm a big Cody fan. But this fight definitely isn't going the distance. That's the lock of the night. This fight will not go the distance, in my opinion. Rob Font. Something tells me Rob Font will probably knock him out, and like I just see that happening. But I think it depends on the game plan. If this is a stand-up fight, it scares me that Font might knock him out because he's got the reach advantage. He's got a significant reach advantage of that, and he throws good combos with power. I don't know. My heart wants Garbrandt, but something tells me if I'm thinking logically, something tells me if it's a stand-up fight, Rob Font. I really don't know. If main event's toss-up, I don't think it's going to go. The official thing is, I guess, I don't think this is going to go the distance, but I don't know. Those are the quick rundown of the main card. I will see you guys after the main card once I get this whole video wrapped up in the video I'm trying to work on right now and get that worked on, edited, uploaded. Hopefully you can make it pretty interesting. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the stream, go ahead and drop a like. Share this, send my content to someone else if you guys know anyone else that enjoys this type of stuff. If you guys haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate that. I make a lot of betting videos, and if I can give you a lock of the century, 100% lock guaranteed, put your money on that. I'm going to keep showing up. I will keep showing up. I'll keep putting videos out, and I'll keep working for you guys, making stuff, keep trying to improve. I'm like determined to make something out of this, and I'm going to make something out of this. I'm going to grow this to the point where I can actually like be able to make a living. So if you guys are confident in me, if you guys believe me, showing your support, liking my videos, subscribing, all that good stuff, gives me the motivation, all the nice comments, I really appreciate them. Just helps propel me more, makes me want to work harder. And I promise you, I promise you, if you guys invest early on this, it'll pay off in terms of investing. Just showing me your support. You guys be able to say you're a day one, and I remember a lot of the people too that I'm good at remembering people, especially people that talk in these streams when there's not very many people in here. So I appreciate the support, and I don't know if that's where the stream's probably gonna end. I will catch you guys on the challenge video when the challenge video gets uploaded. See you guys definitely on MMA Monday. Who knows? Maybe I'll do an after